Hey, good morning everybody. Don here from Super Blast. Going to a little commercial job. Just going to be cleaning up the sidewalks, the parking blocks, and a little slab out back. Not a big job at all. Not a bad ticket though. Pretty good money for about a half hour's work. The second job of the day canceled because he has movers coming. So I ahead and moved them to tomorrow. So added on to a little bit longer of a day tomorrow. I got to get a doctor's appointment first thing in the morning, then I got to go get the rig, then drive all the way to Tampa. And this job that got canceled today will be on the way home from there, so it's actually going to work out pretty good. Got a slight chance of rain tomorrow, but you know, I'll work in the rain, we don't care, right? All right, then I have a gentleman on the channel asking about, he asked me, requested if I can talk about what machines I'm running, what tips are in my J-Rod, where do I get all my stuff, what is the name and the make of the extension pole that I was using at the courthouse, and just explain a little bit about my gear and why I use it and how I use it. So I'll go ahead and do that today after we're done with this commercial job. All right, I hope everybody's having a good day. I know I'm gonna have a good day because I'm gonna get home earlier and take my wife out down to the beach. We're going to try out a new place called the Tropical Grill. So it's going to be good. All right, we'll talk to you later. Remember, get after it. All right, here we are at the Unity of Port Richey. We're just going to be cleaning these sidewalks off and all these parking curbs. It's not a very big job at all. The whole building really needs to be cleaned, but they don't want me to do it, so we're not going to do it. Although I could make a donation, and only going to take a second. Anyway, got to do this today. I think they said they wanted this removed. We'll see what happens with it. I think I can probably clean it. I don't have the there's going to be a lot of glue and stuff underneath there, so I'd rather just clean the carpet instead. And we'll clean around this AC and we'll get this slab cleaned up. It's not going to be a very big job, is it? All right. And I think I will just hit the soffit just for a donation. How about that? Got to be kind, right? This lady, Gail, thank you so much for the work. Gail always refers me to a lot of people at the mobile home community, so we'll go ahead and hit that for you. No charge, Gail. All right, let's get after it, folks. All right, let's take a quick look. The trouble is when painters come out to do stuff, they don't clean the soffit and the fascia. This is going to clean up pretty nice. A lot better than it was. It's pretty old though. Any improvement's a good improvement, and that carpet's going to clean up real nice too. These curves are going to be good. Everything is SH'd all the way down the block there, around the corner. So we're going to get the mini Mondu out, get after this puppy, and we're going to start Monduing down that way. We'll come all the way down to here. Then you'll know what time it is, right? It'll be for the satisfying runs. All right, let's get after it. All right, let's have a quick look. We got everything cleaned up. Even surface cleaned the carpet. It's old carpet, so why not give it a try, right? This way you know it'll work. As long as it's not real cheap carpet. Might end up with a bird's nest underneath your your surface cleaner if you're not careful. They said do the best I can, so surface cleaning's the best you can do, right? We'll see what happens when we rinse it, because that's what's coming next. Let's get after it. All right, my contact just showed up, paid me in cash. Gotta like that, right? Okay, as you can see, I cleaned the curb all the way down the bottom there too. You got to get it all. Sidewalk, curb. We're going to repaint all these so they're ready to go. Just got to clean this one up, that one. The carpets came out okay. You can surface clean carpet. Did you know that? Now you do. So we're going to go ahead and rinse this out. And then she was talking about the shoddy work. I always talk about it all the time. Nobody has any quality work anymore. Here the guy shows up, scrapes a bunch of stuff off, leaves it all laying around the parking lot. You know, I'm blowing it all off out of here. So I'm going to blow it in that direction. She's going to tell the guy, hey, just clean it up and get it out of here, or we're not going to pay you. See that? Even the church can get mean. Woohoo! All right. If you don't do your job, that's what you get. All right. Too bad they don't feel that way in Washington, right? You see how fast things go. You cut everybody off up there, right? We the people, we ain't got shit. All right, let's get after it. At the end of the job, make sure you rinse out your hoses. See all that SH coming out of there? Okay. Alright, now that it's out of there, this is your injection tube right here. Okay? This has a lot of soap on it as well. You don't want to put this in your fresh water bucket. It's got soap all over it. See? Soap off. Now, you're going to put that in your bucket. If you're going to soak your injector in your bucket, you better make sure that the tube is cleared out too. So, stick the tube in a fresh bucket of water and watch what comes out. Okay? Ooh. So if you don't rinse out the line for the injection tube, then what are you doing? You're putting SH back in the water, so you're wasting your time. All right? Sure, it's going to keep it safe and all, but it's a lot better if you don't have any SH going in the water. All right? All right, that's a contractor tip from Super Blast Pressure Washing. Keep your gear in great shape. Do the maintenance. Change your oil every 100 hours. I always change it about every 80 hours. Just because I like to keep my stuff in 100% working order. All right, I'm Don from Super Blast, and we'll see you back at the barn. Get after it. Well, we can't get after it until we do a review. Check out the sidewalks. Looks good. Look at that mat. That thing is trash we got here. Hey, I think that's midnight blue. Windows are clean. Soffits are clean. Okay, I was explaining to the lady that these painters are going to come in. See what they did? They got that ready. They got all this stuff scraped. They still got a bunch more scraping to do right there. But they don't clean up their mess, and they weren't going to clean the soffit. So, you know, I don't know why you just don't do it if you're a painter and just paint the soffit. It needs to be painted. So now the painter's going to hate me because the lady wants to soffit paint it now that I cleaned it. Anyway, I did a post treat on these sidewalks. The curbing's clean. All the parking blocks are good. Looks a lot better than it did. The sidewalks are black. The curb all the way down to the concrete, the cement, the asphalt. Clean that curb all the way down. It looks good. Get this hose over here so it's easy to reel in. This slab came out good for the post treat. The lines that were there, they're gone. All right, that's going to be a wrap. We'll see you back at the office, and we'll go over some gear and answer some questions. I want to read the questions again and then answer them. All right, guys, get after it. Hey, Don here from Super Blast. Where else, right? Okay, I was asked in the comments yesterday to talk about what my machines are, where I get them, and what they do. Okay, I run the Honda IGX 800, and I have I have cat pumps, 8-gallon-a-minute machines. I have a mini Mondu 31-inch. I have a Big Daddy Mondu 49-inch. I get all my equipment at Ameritech pressure cleaning systems in Tampa, and if you call them up on the phone, they will let you order whatever you want and ship it out to you. I also use a Zeta 40P for my chem spray. All right, and I have a proportioner system, custom made block that everything flows through, for Ameritech, so they supply that. I have an Igloo water cooler with lots of drinks all the time. Got to stay hydrated, right? Then we were asked about the J-Rod, what I run on the J-Rod. What I do is, well, this one here is a 0060 tip, 0060 long tall reach tip. It's the original tall reach tip. This is a V-Jet, and this one here is the this is the 1520 rinse tip. This tip right here is the 1520. It's a narrow angle rinse, and this is the 0015 wash jet tip that will allow you to get pinpoint, like pool cages and stuff. You can knock bees nests down with that. And my other J-Rod that I was using today has a wide angle wrench tip, which is a 4015, I do believe. It's a 4015 number. And then I have the same 0060, and I have the V-Jet soap tip with the 0015 wash jet tip. Okay, now you can get these tips. Okay, and there I have the 4015 wide wrench, the 0060 tall reach tip, 0015 wash jet tip. Then we have the 25025 mini Mondu tips. I use the standard tips in there. There's a 0020 wash jet tip that would work good for, I don't know what that would work good for. That draws soap on mine, so that would be good for a 10-gallon-a-minute machine. And if you're going to run a wash jet on a 4-gallon-a-minute machine, you would use the 0010. Okay? But I have extra J-rods and all kinds of different fittings. I mean, you can buy everything at Ameritech. These are all my stainless fittings in here. I have a pressure gauge to check my pressure if I think I'm running low on pressure. But I have every little thing you could possibly need. And then I think your final question was, what extension wand am I using? Okay, it's the Vever, and it's a 20-foot wand. Okay, I'm going to order a carbon fiber wand. It's made over in Australia, So I'm trying to contact the company now in order to get that, because these buildings that I do in Dade City, I could still use a lot more reach. That's a 20-footer, so if I get the 32-foot, I'm going to have maximum reach power, and that's going to work out good for super blast pressure washing, because there won't be anything I can't get. You know what I mean? They even make a 42-foot one. I think that's a little outrageous, but I'm going to go ahead and go with the 32. And let me go ahead and get that phone number for you real quick. You want to call Ameritech? Their phone number is 813-978-0809. And make sure you call them and tell them that Don from Super Blast Pressure Washing sent you, all right? I hope that's a good day for everybody today. A short little video. Nice little job. Got more work to do tomorrow. Was able to bump the second job from today over to tomorrow. Worked out great. All right? So everybody have a good evening. Enjoy the video. And by all means, get after it.